and certainly wanting to help in any way she can. Raun, once Kyosu's kind of given the whole like, hey, the general plan, um, Raun is going to rouse people once more, mostly with a slight roar from her draconic friend, um, and say, now before we all lay ourselves to rest, uh, we need to honor one powerful hero that did not quite make it, from what I hear. This goes out to Ukutar, and boy, I do not remember his last name. He didn't have it on here.
I don't think he ever told any of us his last name.
He said it in like when he was doing his hexes, and then he said it. He said it, I think, twice. Let me see if it's on his little bio thing on here. It doesn't seem so. Let me check my DM just to see if he messaged it to me at some point. Ukutar. Yep. Yeah, I think he I think he only ever verbally said it like once or twice. Maybe not even then. But Round says, Ukutar, a half-orc like no other. And then Round kind of stumbles a little bit on what to say and kind of looks to Nathan, since Nathan knew Ukutar a lot more, and Ramo kind of invites Nathan to share a few words about Ukutar.
To be perfectly honest, when I first met Ukutar, we did not get along. Our natures were a bit opposite from each other, but the powerful warrior and magic user that he is, he very quickly proved to be strong and reliable in battle, and it inspired trust and from the rest of his allies. And I acknowledge like the other people in the party.
While Nathan is sorry, let's say while Nathan is talking, it looks like Rowan and Rowan's two warrior friends are essentially passing out little containers of beer of some sort, little shot glass, some sort of thing. They don't have enough for all 90 cerebral cattle, but they do have enough for the party themselves, Rowan and a few of the others. And after each like string of what you're saying, Rowan seems to just be raising the glass a little higher.
In the process, shutting down the brain farm and freeing, what was it, how many people?
96, I think, is the final number.
And helping to free the 96 people here and shutting it down for good so that no other Illithid can take over and do such horrible, so unspeakable things in this location. Demi is struggling with this.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
Nah, you're all good. He endured, what was it, 3 disintegration rays?
It was just 2, but he got hit with a lot of other psychic damage and rays and like other things that brought him down.
Soaking up ray after ray, including 2 disintegration rays. The last one finally taking his life. As he was doing so, he pushed me to the portal, and I believe it was. I think it's banish is the spell he used, but I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna like plane shifted or something like that.
Yeah.
Magnum out of danger, leaving only himself and a bomb able to shut down and destroy psychic resonant and psychic resonant creatures. Thus, creating an opportunity to deal a huge blow against the armies that threaten this place. And I'll raise my glass up real high. To Ukatar.
Yeah, to Ukutar. And they all down their container of alcohol. And Raun looks to the rest of the party and asks if any of them want to share any words about Ukutar. So Katoa.
I'm not a man who typically says that things of this nature, but even with the rough sine wave that I had with him in the beginning, I can still always rely on the numbers that he put out. No, and I know that through his sacrifice, we have dealt an extreme negative blow to the enemy. I'm sure that he would be happy to know that.
Raun nods and does another to Ukutar, with another, shot poured for folks just because, it's magic.
It's
And
mostly water. It's water at this point.
like, I didn't bring this much booze, man. I'm sorry. After that one, Raun asks the same question and towards the party if anyone else has anything to say. If not, it's fine. But
Flumpo's had 2 beers and he wants to talk.
Flumpo, give me the microphone. Give me the microphone.
Yeah. So Flumpo, he's really sad, and I guess he's speaking out loud. I don't know. He can kind of make some noises, but he wants to tell everyone that Ukatar was his friend, and even though he was kind of mean sometimes, he was really nice to Flumpo, and it made Flumpo really happy. And he will always remember their bakery bread that they shared together. And then he kind of just devolves into blubbering crying as he grips his little cup. And Vaxus kind of pats him on the head and says, yeah, we would have been dead without him. And I hate that I've lost another one. And that I let him down, but I feel like he'd have kicked my ass if he could have heard me say that, so... To Ukatar.
To Ukutar. And then another.
Don't worry, we were taking small sips each time.
Flumpo's not. Flumpo just tossed him back.
That's fair. Flumpo's a blubbering mess.
Magnum will go forward. I honestly haven't known Ukatar as long as the rest of my companions. And at times, I wasn't sure how trustworthy he was. But in the end, he used his very last action to make sure I got to safety, showing he was a true friend and companion. And I will always be thankful for him. To Ukatar. Toast.
Cling to Ukutar. Raun gives a nod. Says, any others?
I'll say that Ukatar didn't really like to speak much, except to basically tell us all off. But honestly, that was his charm. So I'm not gonna really say I'm gonna miss him. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna miss all the bad mouthing and smack talk.
Raun does a fun gesture, a smile, and gives a nod, understanding the loss of such banter can be pretty difficult. And one final to Ukutar, finishing up the beverage and giving you all a long rest. Hey, everybody, long rest. Yeah, right.
I will say that once everyone has, I know there's going to be like watch rotations and stuff.
Mhm.
And on Nathan's watch rotation, he takes pocket knife and some wood and carves up a little wooden thing that's essentially a faceless female elf. And like it's, you can't tell, all you can tell is it's a female, and it's like got long hair and ears and such.
Mhm.
And on the bottom of it, a crescent moon with vines and stuff gets singed or like impressed upon the bottom without his knowledge.
Okay.
It's one of the symbol of one of the most common elven deities.
Yeah, absolutely.